Hello, I'm Mark Hammett, minister of the Weber Road Church of Christ in Corpus Christi, Texas. We'd love to be able to see you if you're ever in our area, if you're on vacation, if you're traveling through, whatever might bring you here, if you're from our local community especially. We'd love to be able to meet you. And so you can go on our Facebook page, on our website to see when we're presently meeting. And I know those times may change because of all the current situation with the pandemic, but we will have updates on Facebook and on YouTube. You may want to turn to Genesis chapter 1, and we'll be reading there in just a few moments. Tell me something. Where is your favorite place on this earth? The most beautiful place that you've ever seen or wish to see? You know, that question will be answered by many people in different ways. There are those that love beaches, and so they may think of Hawaii or the Caribbean islands or some other place where there are beautiful beaches. Some people love the mountains, so they may think of the Rocky Mountains or some mountain range throughout the world. There are those that just like to be out in nature, and so they might pick a place where they like to hunt or fish or, again, just enjoy the sounds of nature. There are many different places on this earth that would truly be considered beautiful. And realize God, we know this, has given us this earth that we as mankind are to take care of to the best of our ability. I'm going to read from Genesis chapter 1 as a reminder to us of what God has done for us from the very beginning when He created this world. Genesis chapter 1. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was over the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And God saw that the light was good, and God separated the light from the darkness. And God called the light day, and the darkness He called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, "Let there be an expanse in the midst of the waters, and let it separate the waters from the waters." And God made the expanse and separated the waters that were under the expanse from the waters that were above the expanse. And so it was. And God called the expanse heaven, and there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let dry land appear." And it was so. God called the dry land earth, and the waters that were gathered together He called seas. And God saw that it was good. And God said, "Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind on the earth." And it was so. And the earth brought forth vegetation, plants yielding seed according to their own kinds, and trees bearing fruit, in which is their seed, each according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens, to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years. And let them be lights in the expanse of the heavens, to give light upon the earth." And it was so. And God made the two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night, and the stars. And God sent them into the expanse of the heavens to give light on the earth, to rule over the day and over the night, and to separate the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, "Let the waters swarm with the swarms of the living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the expanse of the heavens." So God created the great sea creatures, and every living creature that moves, in which the waters swarm according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters and the seas, and let the birds multiply on the earth." And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, "Let the earth bring forth living creatures according to their kinds, livestock and creeping things, and beasts of the earth according to their kinds." And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth according to their kinds, and the livestock according to their kinds, and everything that creeps on the ground according to its kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the birds of the heaven, and over the livestock, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth." So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created them, male and female he created them. And God blessed them, and God said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and the birds of the air, and the heavens, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." And God said, "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed that is on the face of all the earth, and every tree with its seed and its fruit. You shall have them for food. And to every beast of the earth, and to every bird of the heavens, and to everything that creeps on the earth, everything that has breath of life, I have given every green plant for food." And it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. Realize that God made this earth, and he created mankind, and he gave it to us. How special is mankind to God? Yes, the earth is beautiful. We shouldn't look past it. We should be thankful for it. But remember that you and I, you and me, all of mankind, is what I would call the pinnacle of God's creation. Those things were created and given to mankind. We're to care for them and take care of them. But nevertheless, we are the pinnacle of God's creation. I hope you feel that way, because that's how God wants you to feel. And know that he has done so much so that you might be with him for eternity. And may the Lord bless you richly as you seek to follow his will.